Yo guys, what's going on? My name is Matthew, of course you're watching Mega Man Plays, and here we are once again for a kind of Life is Strange-ish episode. Now, last episode we finished off Life is Strange with episode 5 called Paralyzed, and in the end we had to make the tough decision between sacrificing Chloe Price or sacrificing Arcadia Bay. Now, if you haven't seen that video nor any other episode of Life is Strange, then go down in the description box below and check out the Life is Strange playlist. Throughout the entirety of the game, I should say, I've had to make some difficult choices, some of which I've seen different outcomes and some of which I've not. Today we're going to be reacting to some of my bigger alternate decisions. Now, in the first couple of episodes, we get introduced to Kate and Mr. David Manson. Now, in episodes 1 and 2, they had a bit of an altercation, and we had the choice of either intervening or taking a photo of them. We chose to intervene and stop that. However, today we're going to see what we would have done if we chose to take a photo of them arguing.
So don't think I'm blind. I see everything.
So we still don't really understand what they were talking about.
No, and leave me alone.
Here's what would happen if we would have taken a photo instead of helping them.
You can't fool me. I know everything about this school. I cover the waterfront. So you better figure out what side you're on.
Please, leave me alone.
Is Kate gonna be upset?
Hope you enjoyed the show. Thanks for nothing, Max.
So yeah, so she was kind of pissed, and I like the decision we made was to intervene, because then mine and Kate's relationship got even closer, and although we weren't able to save her, we had a better chance. Now, I'm assuming that if we did choose to take the photo, that mine and Kate's relationship would have been very different. Kate saw us as a close friend and someone that she could talk to and she could, you know, comfort in. And speaking of Kate, we are going to react to one of the bigger decisions between the game choice of managing to keep Kate from the ledge or have Kate inevitably jump to her death. This scene was incredibly hard to watch.
Yes.
Because after the amount of times I've commented saying, hey, I want to know a lot more about Kate. I want Kate to get a huge kind of development throughout the series. I want to know a lot more. She was one of my favorite characters. And for an early on, in a way, death really killed me.
What are you doing here,
So I would love to see what would have happened if we were able to save her.
Not now. It won't work. I don't have any power. Now I have to do this by myself.
Max, seriously, don't come near me. I will jump.
Okay. I'm right here. Kate, please.
Oh, Max, I know you want to help me. I love that you stepped up to David, but it doesn't matter now. Nothing matters.
You matter, and not just to me.
I do
want to believe that.
When I first played this scene out in this episode, when I played it, I remember so specifically, I would have sworn that had said, "You do matter, just not to me," and I was like, "Why the f would we say that? What on God's name? Why would we say that?" And then, you know, after rereading it, after I had selected the other option, I was like, "Oh, that probably would have helped out a little bit."
Kate, your life is still yours, and we can get through this together. Let me help. Like I helped by erasing all that crap people wrote on your room slate.
I do like how no matter what, we always tried to help everyone, especially to some of the people that weren't willing to help us.
Of course I worry. You're my friend, Kate.
I did feel better talking to you on the phone. I always feel like you really listen.
Kate, please trust me. Come stand by me, okay? I can help you now. I know I can. This morning I erased the web link to the video. It was written on the shower room mirror.
Are you serious? Thank you so much. The fact don't care about that video and would come up here to stop me means a lot.
I care about you because
I
believe
really,
what's right.
I really want to know what, how different it would have been if we had saved her.
You're so persuasive, Max. If only.
Kate, I believe you. Will you believe me? Please, you don't have to do this.
Max, I'm in a nightmare and I can't wake up unless I put myself to sleep.
Especially Kate, like Kate Marsh's character was a very religious character.
Nothing can ever get out. Like my video. I wish I could go back in time.
So to see her like get so put down that she feels like she had to do this was very, very upsetting.
Kate, this is our chance to beat the bullies. That's the only way we can win against them.
Can we really, Max? I don't believe in miracles anymore either.
Now I do. You're part of the reason why. If you come down with me, I can tell you more.
You're such a good person, Max. Even if you're full of crap. But I'll come with you. You're my friend.
Forever. Can we hug on it?
No! Nobody cares about me! Nobody!
This one I didn't really know what to pick, because I didn't really know her family that well.
Kate,
I wish that I had chosen the father, because the father was the only character that really contacted us after her death.
Without question.
Dad does care, even though I hurt him. He's the only one I know who believes in me.
Come on.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
What are you talking about? You saved me from talking in class.
And then watching her curl up into her arms really also got me. That's really sad. Oh, man. You see, when I first played, I didn't think, after she had jumped, I didn't think that there was a way to save her. That I didn't think there was an option until the end of the episode where it came up with all the options that I saw. You managed to save Kate or you didn't manage to save Kate, and the lower percent of people, which was my decision, didn't manage to save her, which I was shocked about. And so that's why I was really excited to find out more of what would have happened if we managed to save her. Now, I don't really know how different the story would have been if we did save Kate, because this was early on. This was episode 2 where she ended her life. So we still had 3 other episodes of rich story that could have potentially had her in it. I don't know how big of a character she would have been. I don't know how little of a character she would have been. I would have loved to see it, though. Now, one of the other bigger decisions that really didn't sit right with me was in episode 4, The Dark Room, where after we go back in time and save William, Chloe's bio dad, from getting in the car, inevitably leading to his car crash / death, and coming back to the future, we see Chloe paralyzed from the neck down. And we had a choice between accepting Chloe's request of putting her to sleep or refusing. Obviously, I chose to refuse to put her to sleep. Now, what was weird, which this decision really wouldn't matter too much, because inevitably 20 minutes later we would go back in time to, in a way, fix things. So I'm here to see what would have happened with Chloe and her family if we chose to up the morphine to 11, ending her life.
See, I'm getting mushy. I'm already high.
You're so adorable.
I love how no matter what, Max was always there for Chloe, even with a huge decision like that.
Albums over there. I'd like to check out some old pictures of us when we were kids.
Please. My diary is like emo ground zero. Plus, Max Caulfield does not pass up a photo op with Chloe Price.
Oh man, there we are making pancakes. Oh,
now, it was pretty cool because that selfie, and then along with the photo of Chloe and her dad, didn't happen before we went back in time. We went back in time and in a way also gave them those photos, the photo of her and her dad and the photo of me and Chloe.
Listen, Max. My respiratory system is...
This was shocking because I didn't think her parents would have told her that the doctor had informed her that her respiratory machine is slowly dying, and therefore so would she.
I know I'm just putting off the inevitable while my parents suffer along, and I will too. This isn't how I want things to end.
What? What are you saying?
I'm saying that being with you again has been so special. I just wanted to feel like when we were kids running around Arcadia Bay and everything was possible, and you made me feel that way today. I want this time with you to be my last memory. Do you understand?
Yes, I do.
All you have to do is crank up the IV to 11.
This is also hard. A lot of the scenes in Life is Strange is so hard to watch. Here we go.
Chloe.
I'll just drift asleep, dreaming of us here together. Forever.
Are her parents gonna come in and see this, or how's this gonna play out?
Thank you so much. I'm so proud of you for following your dreams.
It's weird how different she was. It's weird how different, but also not different she was in this timeline.
See you around.
Sooner than you think.
Damn. Do we go straight back in time from here, or do her parents find out? So weird to see. I mean, it's also not weird to see, because how many times Chloe inevitably died in this series. But this time it was because of us. Okay, yeah, so from here we go straight back in time. Okay. Now that was really sad, but also not what I really thought it would have been. I would have loved to see it sounds fucked up, but I would have also loved to see reaction from Mr. and Mrs. Price, from William and Joyce, her parents, of her daughter in a way deceased. I would have loved, like, for the parents to come in, see that, and then as, like, they're getting upset, she goes, oh, I know what I have to do again, and goes back in time, and then gives, in a way, the keys to William, having him go pick up Joyce and getting into the car accident. Okay, time for the final decision in episode 5 of Life is Strange, Paralyzed. The choice between sacrificing Chloe or sacrificing Arcadia Bay. Now, my thought process behind this decision was, hey, one life compared to thousands, as well as, in a way, the chaos theory of Chloe's gonna die no matter what. And if we keep using our powers, the powers are what brought the storm to Arcadia Bay. So it kind of seemed like it made sense, but every time I would watch a different YouTuber play this game after I finished playing it, and a lot of times, a majority of people chose to sacrifice Arcadia Bay, and I had to click off right there. As soon as they slid to Arcadia Bay, I had to click off right there. So it's finally time I see the huge ending that would have been sacrificing Arcadia Bay. It's also sad because sacrificing Chloe was Chloe's idea. Like, she kind of pushed. Chloe was always the, the rebellious one, but she, at the end of the day, wanted to have everyone else live and to not destroy the city.
I actually did alter the course of everything. All I really created was just death and destruction. Fuck all of that, okay? You were given a power. You didn't ask for it. And you saved me, which had to happen. All of this did. Except for what happened to Rachel. But without your power, we wouldn't have found her. Okay, so you're not the goddamn Time Master, but you're Maxine Caulfield. And you're amazing.
You see, this is where she realizes what to do.
This is the only way.
It's also poetic that she kept it with her all this time. I love when she said, it feels like I took this photo 1,000 years ago, because she's been living the same exact week so many times. The amount of time she's gone back in time.
All that would take is for me to
She doesn't want to die, but she knows she has to.
No way. You are my #1 priority now. You are all that matters to me.
I know. You prove that over and over again. Even though I don't deserve it. I'm so selfish. Not like my mom. Look what she had to give up and live through. And she did. She deserves so much more than to be killed by a storm in a fucking diner. Even my stepfather deserves her alive.
This really shows how much she's changed from, in a way, learning from Max, and every time she's died, well, she doesn't know she died, she just gets told that, hey, I died.
You've just been delaying my real destiny. Look at how many times I've almost died or actually died around you. Look at what's happened in Arcadia Bay ever since you first saved me. I know I've been selfish, but for once, I think I should accept my fate. Our fate, Chloe. Max, you finally came back to me this week, and you did nothing but show me your love and friendship. You made me smile and laugh like I haven't done in years. Wherever I end up after this, in whatever reality, all those moments between us were real, and they'll always be ours. No matter what you choose, I know you'll make the right decision.
Chloe, I can't make this choice.
No, Max. You're the only one who can.
It's gonna be weird because she wants Max to make the right choice, which is to sacrifice Chloe. But how is this gonna play out?
Max, it's time.
Don't whip up the photo.
Not anymore.
Max, I'll always be with you. Forever.
Oh, I forgot about how good the music was in this game. So they've accepted the fate that Arcadia Bay is doomed. So this is in a way the selfish-ish option. I mean, neither one's selfish. It's all about saving someone else. It's just saving one person compared to thousands, including families and friends. Oh, there's Arcadia Bay afterwards. Not gonna, I thought the whole thing was gonna get like ripped up and stuff. So there might be some survivors. I don't know. Let's hope. Oh, there's the deer. Okay, because we've been following a lot of ghost deer throughout this entire series. What are they gonna do now? Max looks more like distraught than Chloe, even though Chloe's whole family is now gone. Where are they gonna go? Are they gonna go back to Seattle for Max's family? Or was that the end? That was insane. Okay. Now, I mean, the ending for Chloe's sacrifice is us all at Chloe's funeral. I feel like Chloe's sacrifice puts more of a weight on your shoulder than anything. Because, I mean, the whole premise of Life is Strange 1 was originally to figure out what's the storm going on and all that kind of stuff. Then it turned into, you know, saving Chloe time and time again. Then it turned into finding out what happened to Rachel. Found out what happened to Rachel. Then it was about saving Chloe again. You know, I probably would have been able to live with that option, live with sacrificing Arcadia Bay. I do feel like after watching that, more of a weight was lifted off than sacrificing Chloe and keeping Arcadia Bay safe. That is weird. That is insane. Still a good ending, though. I would be satisfied if I chose that ending. Now, I know some choices do affect later games, like Life is Strange 2, which would be cool. Along with, I would love to see a lot more of Life is Strange Before the Storm, which we will be playing soon. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys to death. Don't forget to stay green.